Hi, I'm Kevin Hatley and welcome to Kevin Hatley Photography, a channel I've set up on YouTube to showcase my photography, my experiences in wildlife and nature. Come and join me. Good morning and welcome to the second video in the series of On the Road with Kevin Hatley Photography. Today I'm here at Besthorpe Nature Reserve, which is a part of the Nottinghamshire Wildlife Trust. So the aim today is to have a walk around the reserve, see what's about, take some photographs, test out my new Nikon 500mm PF lens, so come and join me. Here at Besthorpe there is a number of viewing screens around the reserve. So what we'll do is we'll have a walk around, we'll have a look at the screens and the hides and see what's about. Here I'm back on the Mons Pool, just having a look at the screen, and we have a great crested grebe on the water. Beautiful birds. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful birds. Is he going to dive and fish for me? Please do. Nah, I think he's just having a preen. Nice mute swan, fanning its wings out, drying them, no doubt, followed by its cygnets. This is Mons Pool. As you can see, quite a large area of water. Not a great deal about, just your normal coots, mallards on the water. Here we have a path which leads down to probably the main hide here at Besthorpe. Good access down here, so what we'll do is we'll take a walk on down here and spend a little time in this hide to see what's about. And there's a kestrel just sat on top of the hide. I don't want to scare it. And then, lo and behold, this heron's just dropped down. So that's a good start. It'll be up in a second. See the kestrel still there? And he is just sat in the corner. Here we are in the John McMeekin Wildlife Hide at Besthorpe Nature Reserve. What we're going to do now is we're going to spend a little bit of time here and see what's about. Here we have the view from inside the John McMeekin hide. Suppose you could say that the reserve's split into two main parts. Mons Pool, which we were at previously, and then the upper part here. There is a circuit that goes all the way around the reserve, and I'm going to have a walk all the way around today. Just spotted a little egret out here, sat at the edge of one of the islands. Let's give it a minute with him. Lovely plumes of feathers on them. Oh, big yawn. And he stood on one leg. And do you know why birds, when you often see them standing on one leg, do that? It's to conserve energy, believe it or not. So, little white egret just chilling out. I just spotted another 3 little egrets. It's obviously popular today for the little egrets here on this part of the reserve. Cormorant in front of them, so there's 3 of them there. Lots of lapwings about as well. and gulls. I've also found a group of cormorants, about a dozen of them, stood at the edge of the water here. One of them here drying its wings out. As I said earlier, the reserve itself sits on the banks of the River Trent, and this I'm sat on top of the flood bank, and this is the River Trent. Besthorpe itself is just to the east of Newark and the A1, so access here is pretty good. The River Trent. And here we have a view of the reserve taken from the River Trent flood bank, looking out across to the south. Here we have at the top end of the reserve the Gwen Butcher Memorial Hide. So what we'll do is go inside and have a look. This is the view from inside the Gwen Butcher Hide of the top end of Besthorpe Nature Reserve. And I've just noticed on the far side, if I zoom in, a troop of swans. Is that the right word? A troop of swans? I don't know. It might be. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. A group of 7 mute swans. And I just spotted a lapwing which is on its own on this little bit of island, so we'll just zoom in on it. The lapwing, green plover or peewee, 3 names used to describe the bird. In Scotland we called them peewees. And here we have a grey heron. Sat he's on basking in the sun, having a bit of a preen. Quite a distance off. And here we have the view from one of the screen hides on the far side of the reserve. And just down here there's a group of grey-lag geese on the water. Having a drink. Grey-lag geese. One thing for sure that can be said about Besthorpe Nature Reserve is the access around the site itself. All the tracks are well maintained, cycle routes, walking routes, wheelchair friendly. Great to see. They've spent a lot of time and effort in putting this together since the last time I was here, so well done. Today is September the 9th. We're on the doorstep of autumn this year. It's a beautiful day today. There's some really lovely flowers that are out here in the reserve. I don't know the names because it's not my best subject, but I'll find out. I think one of the best things the Trust has done here in opening up these trackways and footpaths is they've allowed the edges to grow wild up to a certain length. That's attracted butterflies all over the place. One of my favourite subjects to photograph. A bit late in the year, but I have seen 1 or 2 today. Here they are. Well, that's me. I've had a good walk around Besthorpe Nature Reserve today. Since the last time I was here, they've done a hell of a lot of work on the reserve. They've opened up all the footpaths. They've allowed the verges of the footpaths to grow wild, attracting butterflies and bees. That's great to see. Today, for me, kestrel, grey heron, egrets, cormorants, swans, geese, lapwings. Got a whitethroat earlier on today at the start. Yeah, it's been a really good day here. I hope that you've liked it. I'd highly recommend Besthorpe Nature Reserve if you've got a spare couple of hours and you're in the area. It's a great walk around. The weather's been fantastic today. So, until the next time, if you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe. That's great to see. Just gives me that added incentive to go out there and do more of these. This has been the second video that I've done of On the Road series, and there'll be more to come of local nature reserves in the area where I live. Until the next time, stay safe. Bye.